Welcome to Local Point on VTV Channel 6, brought to you by Ashley Regional Medical Center. I'm your host, Chris Piner. Today's program features the Vernal Chamber's Health Beat Health Fair. Joining me in the studio are Debbie Spafford and Dr. Bill Wright, who represent the Chamber's Health Fair Committee. Welcome to Local Point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the health fair. I think anybody who's lived in the area for a while must have at least heard of it if they haven't actually been there before. And how long has the health fair been around?
You know, it's been a long time. I don't know exactly how many years.
At least 10.
At least 10, because I've been doing it for that long. And I know before that it was actually just a little local hospital kind of affair. And then the chamber got involved, which was really great, because then it became a community-wide health fair, not just a hospital. And since then, that's been the last 10 years at least, because I've been on the committee for it for that long.
And what essentially is it? A health fair? It conjures up booths?
Well, it's basically a place where people in the community get together who offer health care services across the board, whether it be for older folks or younger folks and all the way through. And any health-related business or service that's in the community has an opportunity to kind of
make their presence.
Show up and make their presence known.
And this will be at the Western Park, is that right?
The Western Park ice rink, actually.
Ah, okay.
The hockey rink, whatever you want to call it.
Now this will show that I haven't been recently.
The ice is
new
gone.
There? The ice is gone. It won't be. Well, that's good. That is good to know. Although it might feel good. But has it been there recently, or has it just been moved there? As I recall, it used to be in the other part of the Western Park.
It did, and then we were in the middle school for a couple of years, and we've moved around 2 or 3 places.
It has been a little while since
Yeah,
I've been.
and we moved to the ice rink last year, and we really loved that venue. Lots of space, areas for lots of things, and we just decided that's where we're going to park ourselves, hopefully.
Well, let's get right to it then. We know where it is. When is the health fair?
It is on...
We call it the health fair, right?
Yeah.
Health Beat Health Fair.
Health Beat Health Fair.
It is slated this year to be held on the 3rd of May, which is the first Saturday, and it's from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m.
It's just a couple hours then.
One
day
short.
for just a few hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, the Ashley Regional Medical Center booth will open early at 8 a.m. instead of at 9, because we're offering screening tests that people have to fast for.
Right.
And so they like to come and get that done early so they can go home and eat.
So they don't have to fast anymore.
Exactly.
Well, that's very considerate.
Yeah. Thank you.
Of you to do that.
So.
Well, what other kinds of things are going on? Since you mentioned fasting and special booths, are there other services that people, they come to the fair, they could have done or checked?
Absolutely. What's all involved with the blood draws? How many tests are run, and what do they do with those?
Yeah, we're offering 4 screening tests. One is what we call a cardiac profile, which has all your cholesterol and lipids and all those things for people who are worried about their heart, their heart.
And maybe all of us should be. Is that something, even those who, is it something you're looking for people who are worried about their heart, or just anyone can come in and have that done?
In my opinion, I think everyone should be checking that on a yearly basis, especially if you have cardiac disease in your family. You ought to be looking at those things and adjusting your diet if you need to.
Okay.
And then we're doing a TSH. That's a thyroid stimulating hormone. That's the one that decides how your thyroid works, which is important. And we're doing a PSA. That's a prostate screening antigen. That's for men, and it determines whether you have prostate cancer.
And this is all through blood draw?
Mm-hmm. And the last one is called an A1C. An A1C is a test for diabetics.
I'm familiar with that.
You're very familiar with it, I'm sure. And that's one that we offer for $5 to try to help the diabetics in the community.
Well, that's very good. That's very good.
And then we'll also be doing free screenings there where you can just a little finger prick and we'll check your glucose just to see if you're, might be
see where that
leaning
blood sugar
towards
is.
Diabetes.
It's kind of interesting to see where that is. Every now and then I'll check it, but I'm a big baby about that little finger poker thing. But they're pretty good now. They don't really hurt after all. It's just
really
the build-up in my mind. And once I do it, then I usually say, have you done it yet?
Why don't you tell them what they're going to have there for the kids?
There's several
So
things.
it's a family affair then.
Yes.
Kids
Oh,
can
yeah.
come too.
It
What's
is.
going on?
And the goal is to try to draw as many people in the community to the fair as possible. Some of the things that, one of the things that's been done is within the last, I think, has it been 3 years that we've joined with the Tri-County Health Department for the Safe Kids Fair. There's some activities that are kind of designed or pointed at children, particular activities that are going to be going on this year. And actually they've been doing it in years past. A nice services seatbelt check. You can drive your car right up to a little station and they'll do checks of your infant's and child safety seats to make sure that they're attached properly. As I understand that the seatbelt laws actually are going to be changing that exact day with regards to some of those things. So that's nice.
So it's kind of a drive-through booth thing. You
It
drive
is,
up,
just
they'll
drive
check.
through.
They also
And
have
they'll
a
ticket you then also, right? If
That's right.
you're not done right.
That's correct. Yeah, the Vernal City Police will be there in force. They're also having a bike rodeo, and it's just a little course that the kids can navigate on their bikes and teach them safety when it comes to bicycles, things like
so
that.
they'll have their helmets on, and
Exactly.
will they learn the hand signals for turning and things like that too?
Yes, I believe they do.
And we also want to showcase activities in the community that promote healthiness. We actually have invited Pioneer Dance Academy, as you would probably be familiar
I've heard of
with.
them.
I bet you are. to come and showcase some of the dances and the groups that they have, which are nice.
Sure.
Dancing obviously is a healthy related activity, and so it has the added advantage of not only showcasing that, but bringing parents and other family members to the fair. So
It's always a good way to bring them.
Absolutely.
Bring in the dancers.
Bring in the dancers and all the grandpas and grandmas and aunts and uncles.
and they will
to
come
watch.
too.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, that is wonderful. So there are lots of reasons for people to come and see. Are there other draws that will bring people there? Food is something that always brings people. Can we expect to see maybe healthy food, I guess, right?
We're not seeing healthy food.
Oh,
we
we're
are
gonna have
seeing great food.
Food, okay.
The Shriners.
I like how she distinguished healthy food from great food. So
Not always
there'll
that
be great
way.
food there.
The Shriners Club will be giving away free hot dogs and drinks to everybody, which is really a great thing.
All right.
Kids love that.
Utah State Extension also has a little setup where they are promoting some healthy eating
That's true.
things. So with some samples, I believe.
Well, if it's Utah State, it usually involves ice cream. Does that come into the equation somehow? I don't want to plant any ideas,
Rhonda
but if
didn't
USU
mention
is
that, but you
watching,
never
then
know.
people will expect it. They might be disappointed, USU. Aggie ice cream is good
The
stuff.
U of U medical helicopter will be flying in. So
AirMed.
AirMed will be.
All right.
They'll bring their helicopter in. That'd be really fun.
It'll be nice to see that for something that's not
Emergency
an
related.
emergency. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, there are lots of things going on this year at the health fair.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Let's review one more time. Again, is there a cost to get in?
Nope.
Is it free to the public? You can just come and show up. Now, if you want to do a screening or something, $5 here and there. But other than that, there's no cost for the fair itself.
No cost. You can register. There's going to be some great door prizes and
Awesome
drawings.
door prizes.
We're going
Wow.
to be raffling off some prizes, a Wii gaming system to promote healthy things like that. Other
Movement, so you're not just sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
All right. How much? Or the date? It's free to the public, and it's at the Western Park Ice Rink
May 3rd.
on
Saturday,
May 3rd, Saturday, just for 4 hours.
9 to 1.
9 to 1, unless you go to your booth,
Right.
and then you get an extra hour in there. We do appreciate you coming. We hope you fill the Health Beat Health Fair this year with lots of good people from our community.
We hope so too. Thank you.
Thanks again for coming, and thank you for watching Local Point on VTV Channel 6. For more programming information, visit us online at www.vernal.tv. I'm Chris Piner. Please join us again here next time.